Hello, beautiful artists! Today, in art class, we're going to learn about Vincent van Gogh's Sunflowers. Some of this Dutch artist's most famous works are his Sunflower series. He painted a total of 12 of these canvases, although the most known are the ones he painted while in Arles, around 1888, that are the ones with the vase. He also painted single-study sunflowers while he was in Paris. We can say Van Gogh really loves sunflowers. Today, we will get inspired by his fabulous paintings and create our own sunflower vase. Are you ready? Let's start. We are going to need a normal piece of paper, pencil, eraser, a black marker, and any coloring materials of your choice. You can use markers, crayons, even watercolors if you want to. I'm going to put over here one of the paintings of the sunflowers Van Gogh made just as a reference photo for us, and we're going to start by drawing the vase at the bottom part of our paper. We're going to try to draw it in the middle, and I'm just going to do some curvy lines, a curvy line for the top, two curvy lines for the sides, and another curvy line at the bottom. Okay, it's not a straight line, it's a curvy line, so it's going to have some sense of depth. Okay, now that I like these lines that I just made, I'm just going to go over a little bit harder with my pencil. And now I don't want my base flying, so I'm going to create this line as if it was standing on the table. A horizontal line from one side to the other, but it's not going to go over the base. And this other wavy line at the middle of the base. Okay, now that this is ready, I'm going to start creating the flowers. What I did was to create some sunflowers with really easy lines and shapes, and those are the ones that I'm going to be drawing. Okay, I'm not going to draw all of them, I'm just going to choose the ones that I really like. So I started by drawing 3 big circles, and now I'm going to take as a reference the flowers I did that are right in the corner, I believe. So I'm going to be very careful with the petals. Okay, I'm going to go very slowly, I'm not in a hurry, and I'm just going to be taking care of details, making sure those lines and those shapes are really sharp and elegant. I'm choosing these designs, but you can choose any other flower designs that you want. You can even make a mixture of some of the designs that are on the reference sheet. Now I'm going to work on the middle part of the flower where the sunflowers would be located. And again, I'm going to be very careful with the shapes and lines that I'm drawing. Now I'm going to move to the second big flower. I think I'm going to draw the design that is on the second row and the second line. Again, I'm going to be very smooth with my lines. I'm going to start drawing very light, okay? Just in case I mess up, it's going to be very easy to erase. I'm going to draw these diagonal lines all over where the seeds are and some dots. And now I'm going to move to the upper flower. I'm going to draw again some petals. Petals are kind of tricky to draw, but it's just 2 wavy lines that meet at one point. Think of them as water drops if you want to. And I am going to fill the whole circle with the petals, and then I'm gonna draw the inside part. Now that I'm done with those 3 big flowers, I'm gonna add some smaller flowers around the base. I'm gonna draw one in here that is gonna stand right in front of the base. I'm gonna draw another one in here. I think this is gonna be as if it was looking to the other side. So I'm gonna draw the petals of one half of it very large and the other ones that are on the other side very short. So it just looks like it has some kind of perspective. And I'm gonna continue drawing some flowers all over the painting. I don't want the painting to look very crowded of flowers, but I don't want it to be like only 2 or 3 sunflowers. I'm also gonna draw the stems of the flowers, and I'm drawing this little flower that goes on front of the whole composition. Don't worry if the lines right now look a little bit crowded. Whenever we go with our marker over it, we will just do first the ones that are up front, and then we will do the ones that are on the background, so that way it doesn't look very messy with the lines. I'm gonna draw some leaves all around them as well, and whenever I'm done doing this, I think we will be done with the drawing part of this piece. Now we're gonna grab a black marker. In my case, I'm using a permanent one, just in case I want to use watercolors afterwards, and I'm gonna start by going through the flowers that are up front. Okay, so for example, these two little ones that are right at the front, okay, and then afterwards I'm gonna go through the lines of the flowers that are more on the back. So if those flowers have some petals that are hidden by the front flowers, I'm not gonna go through those lines with my marker, okay? And after I finish with my marker, I'm gonna erase all the pencil lines I made before, just so my art piece looks very clean and sharp. And now it's time for color. You can choose any materials you want. In my case, I'm gonna be using some crayons, oil-based colors, and markers, and I'm gonna just select the ones that I'm gonna use. As you can guess, my sunflowers are gonna be made out of warm colors. So yellows, oranges, pinks, reds, and let me tell you one thing, don't be scared to mix up all those colors. For example, right now I'm painting the petals of this flower yellow, but I'm gonna use some orange at the base just to add some sense of texture. What that is gonna make is our painting to look very interesting visually. So don't be scared to experiment and try something new. I bet something beautiful is gonna come out of it. Now I'm moving with a cool color. In this case, it's gonna be green, to paint all the leaves and the stems of the flowers. And now I have to decide which color I'm gonna paint the vase and the background. In my case, I chose pink for the upper part of the vase with some touches of brown, and the bottom part I'm painting it brown with some touches of green. And now for the background, I'm gonna choose my favorite color, which is blue. What I'm doing, since it's a very big space to color, I'm dividing it with lines into smaller segments. That is gonna make it much easier for me to color the whole thing. It's just a little trick to divide a big surface into smaller sections with lines, and that is gonna make it much easier and quicker to color. I'm gonna add some touches of yellow, and for the table or the surface where the vase is standing, I'm gonna choose this dark blue. You can choose any colors you want for the vase and the background. And ta-da! Here we have our Vincent Van Gogh inspired sunflower vase. And you know what? I'm gonna sign it yes where Vincent did, right here in the vase. I really hope you learned something new in this art lesson, and I will see you very soon. Bye!